Hello, my name is Akane. I'm a Japanese author and speaker. Have you ever felt this way? Why do I feel so different from everyone around me? I've felt that way for most of my life. Even as a child, I noticed things others didn't seem to notice. Think back to when you were in elementary school. You know how there's always that one troublemaker in class. Everyone thought this kid was just bad or didn't care about rules. But when I look at that kid, I felt something different. This child isn't trying to cause trouble. This child just has a loneliness inside that they don't know how to express. My grandfather was the same. He used to shout at my mother all the time. As a child, I saw my mother cry many times because of that. From the outside, he looked like an angry person, but I could see something else. He just didn't know how to express himself with gentle words. Shouting was the only way he knew how to communicate. And beneath all of that, I could feel his loneliness too. The truth lives in what's not being said. Reality hides beneath the surface. I somehow knew this as a child, and naturally, I found myself drawn to the invisible world, to spirituality. I've always been drawn to the invisible side of life. But for a long time, I didn't talk about it openly. Not because I was ashamed of it, but because I was afraid of being misunderstood. In Japan, spirituality has become more accepted these days, but it can still be misunderstood. People might think you are dependent on something or not quite right. So I stayed in the spiritual closet for a long time. Publishing a spiritual book, speaking openly like this, the old me would have been terrified. But here I am. I tried many different things in life and eventually found my way to life coaching. In my one on one sessions with clients, I was always reading what was beneath their words. That sensitivity I was born with, I was using it there. I helped people open their hearts, return to who they really are, discover what they truly wanted, and find the next step their soul was calling them toward. When clients said, "Thank you," that's when I first felt it. I'm glad I am me. And that experience led me to write a book, and that book made me a speaker. For a long time, I thought that this sensitivity was the reason I felt different. But eventually, I realized something. The parts of us that make us feel different are often the very parts we are here to offer. That's what I wrote about in my book. I'd love to read a part of it with you. This is from chapter 7 from my book, The Light Way. The parts of you you'd rather hide. Your true calling is often wrapped in layers of fear. This is because living your calling means showing the parts of you that no one else has. They are the parts that don't quite fit the world around you. The word extraordinary already tells us this. It consists of extra and ordinary, literally meaning beyond the ordinary. Your extra qualities are the very parts of you that don't fit into the ordinary frame, and that's exactly where your unique light lives. No wonder it can feel uncomfortable to show people. You might sense resistance, fear, or even shame when you think of revealing those parts. The parts are often the sensitivities, intuitions, or passions that others might call too much, the unconventional dreams, or the paths that don't follow the norm. But that's where your magic lies. Those extra qualities are what makes you who you are, what makes your light impossible to replicate. When you recognize that your hidden brilliance is not something to conceal, but something to share, you step into the heart of your calling, and that's when your true light begins to shine beyond yourself. I want to share one more part. Chapter 8. Live as your whole self. Every piece of a puzzle has its own unique shape. If even one piece is missing, the full picture can never be complete. Like this, your role in this world is to be entirely you. When you live as your true piece to the world, all of us can come into harmony. The wholeness becomes possible because you are not the same as anyone else in this world. Don't hold anything back. Don't shrink or edit yourself to fit. Use everything you have been given and live with all of who you are. Because you're different, you carry a piece no one else has, and that piece is needed. I have a question. What is one thing that makes you different? That's the very piece that world needs. And one day, it may become the very reason you are grateful to be. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Take care of your light. Bye.